Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So we are getting closer and closer to finding out who is the real Michael Jordan of the lightweight division. We got some LeBrons, we got some Kobes, but we still don't know for sure which one is Michael Jordan. That might all change by either the end of this year or for sure next year. We all know Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis are in two really big, significant fights this year. Devin Haney, he has, which I believe is the toughest task, fighting against Vasyl Lomachenko. And Gervonta Tank Davis, he has a tough task as well, at least for the first part of the fight, against Ryan Garcia. Ryan will be very dangerous in the first half of that fight. But because Devin Haney and Gervonta are so special, once again, the Kobes, the LeBrons of the sport, they're both expected to win these fights. There's never been a time in the sport where someone was just expected to beat Lomachenko like he was a nobody. And Devin Haney is only 24 years old. He's around the same age that Canelo Alvarez was when Canelo fought Floyd Mayweather. That shows you how special Devin Haney is, that he's such an overwhelming favorite by a lot of the fans when it comes to this fight. The fact that the majority of the boxing world expects Gervonta to knock out Ryan Garcia is a testament to how special Gervonta Tank Davis is. This is the reason why I ultimately want to see the three kings fight against each other. When it comes to Devin Haney, Devin has always called everyone out. He's always tried to force these fights. As soon as a boxer responds to Devin Haney on Twitter, the first thing Team Haney does is they start trying to contact that fighter directly. They try to make those fights happen. So we know for sure Devin Haney has always wanted all of these big, dangerous fights. But now for the very first time, Gervonta Tank Davis says something in an interview, and it sounds to me like he was really, really serious about fighting Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney very soon. I felt in this interview the way Gervonta was talking about Shakur and Devin, he was showing them a lot of respect, at least when it comes to their skills, when it comes to their talent that they have. Clearly, Davis understands that he's going to a whole nother level when he gets in a ring with Shakur or Devin, and that's vice versa. That's when Devin gets in a ring with Gervonta as well. So Gervonta, he did this interview with Complex, and he was asked by the reporter, you know, how much longer does he plan on fighting? And Gervonta, he made it very clear that, you know, there's still some guys that he wants to fight before he retires. And he said he didn't want to mention their names. So then the reporter, he started throwing names out there. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and play the clip for you.
How many more years you think?
It depends. I got some people I want to get.
Like who?
I don't want to say their names, but...
Just say yes or no. Haney?
Yes.
Lomachenko?
Yes.
Teofimo?
Yes. Not really so much Teofimo.
Not so much.
Nah.
How come?
Because it's like, I don't know. Just, he ain't really like... I mean, if the fight like prevents itself, then yeah, but other than that,
he's not on your list.
Yeah, it's not on my. He's not.
Kambosos? No. Is there anyone I'm missing, or is that it?
Yeah, but I don't want to say his name.
Shakur?
Yeah.
That's another one. I feel like that could be a fight, like if it ever were to happen, similar to this Ryan fight, where it would be a spectacle, would sell a lot of pay-per-view, people would come out to watch it.
It'd be a little different though.
Why you say that?
I'm thinking of like boxing.
Mm.
I'm not thinking like.
Oh, like thing. In terms of fighting.
Yeah.
Why? You think Shakur is better?
No, I'm just saying like not even Shakur. I'm just saying like them as a whole. Like it'd be different. Like fighting them, it'd be more so like coming to get them.
Mm. You would approach it differently.
Yeah.
Okay, so right there, it may not sound like Gervonta said a whole lot, but he did say a lot. He said a lot right there. When he says it's going to be different, Gervonta clearly understands that there are levels to this. And when all of these guys fight against each other, they're all going to be fighting on a much higher level. It's going to bring out the best of all three of these guys. And I truly believe that these fights are going to come to fruition really soon. You know, in Gervonta's last media workout, when he was promoting this fight for Ryan Garcia, whenever he was asked about Devin Haney versus Lomachenko, anything about Devin Haney, he pretty much ignored the conversation of Devin Haney. In fact, he was asked to give his prediction on the Lomachenko fight, and he said no comment. But then some reporter, I don't know why, but some reporter asked him would he ever be interested in fighting against Naoya Inoue. And Gervonta, he said that would be a fun fight. It would be an exciting fight. I would like that fight, but Inoue might be too small, which we know, of course, he is too small. Inoue, he's already said that 122 is probably the last division that he's going to move up to. He's moving up to 122 to fight Stephen Fulton, and I don't even believe he's going to win that fight. In fact, I'm going to keep telling you guys, I believe out of these 3 fights between Devin Haney, Lomachenko, Gervonta and Ryan Garcia, Stephen Fulton, and Inoue, I believe that Inoue or Stephen Fulton has the easiest assignment. It doesn't mean he's just going to completely dog walk Inoue, but I just believe Inoue has more flaws than a Lomachenko or a Ryan Garcia does. Not to mention, he's going to be the shorter fighter. He's moving up in weight and fighting against someone who's a much better boxer and has the reach. So when Gervonta didn't even want to talk about Devin Haney's fight against Lomachenko or Devin Haney at all, I wasn't really sure how interested he was in fighting against Devin, assuming he gets past Ryan Garcia. But after what I just heard in this interview, it sounds to me like Gervonta's main goal is to get the Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson fight. And this is great news because I can tell you right now, assuming Gervonta beats Ryan and Devin beats Lomachenko, these are going to be the only fights that the fans are going to be pushing for. When Gervonta does interviews after the Ryan Garcia fight, all these podcasts he does, I can assure you, they're only going to be asking him about fighting either Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson. And same thing for Devin Haney. Devin has already said that he's staying at 135, which has surprised a lot of people because, a lot of people were talking about how Devin Haney looked like a skeleton, after the Cambose's weigh-in for the rematch. So for him to decide to stay at 140 or 135, when a lot of people thought it would be hard for him to keep making the weight, it just goes to show you how bad Devin Haney wants it. He's daring to be great, even if that means staying at a weight class that he was planning on leaving a long time ago. So there's also a really good chance that if Devin Haney gets past Lomachenko, we can get Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson, because when Devin Haney reached out to Mark Kriegel of ESPN, it's not a coincidence that he reached out to him the exact same night that Shakur Stevenson was fighting. He was sending a message to Shakur Stevenson, but he's not going to start calling out Shakur Stevenson because he hasn't gotten past the Lomachenko fight yet. We have to wait until after the Lomachenko fight to hear what Devin Haney says afterwards, because that would be disrespectful to Loma, especially when you consider the fact that you still have old media that have him on some of the pound-for-pound lists, and they don't even have Devin Haney on the pound-for-pound list. Some of these lists, which we're going to talk about in a separate video. So, once again, Loma, he's also been not compared. Let Bob Arum tell it. Bob said that Lomachenko was greater than Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, and Floyd Mayweather. So, of course, you're fighting against someone like that. That's who you're going to be focused on. You're not supposed to be going back and forth talking about fighting some other guy. You do that once you get past Lomachenko, because there's no guarantee Devin will beat Lomachenko. So after this Lomachenko fight, assuming Devin, he wins, I expect Devin to make it very clear that he wants Shakur Stevenson next. And then that's really, really going to set up the winner fighting against Gervonta. And then we will truly have our Michael Jordan of this era. That's all I got for now, and I'm on to the next one, guys.
One of the most anticipated dog breedings has finally been confirmed. The pups from this pairing of Zeta and DMX will be born very soon. We are now accepting deposits. Our pups will come with ears cropped and a 2-year health guarantee. Get ahead of the pack on purchasing a puppy by contacting NWA Cane Corsos on Instagram at NWA Cane Corsos. Call or text 479-326-1603 with any questions. A guard dog is your first line of defense. These will be the right pups for the job.
All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, the fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Decay Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to lodecay.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.